Hello, welcome to BookingLive. Welcome to my home office. Unfortunately, we aren't in our offices in Bristol and Cardiff at the moment due to the COVID-19 situation, but I had to share with you a report that we've had back on a council that has implemented an online scheduling and reservation solution and has now looked back at some of that quantitative analysis to be able to give you guys an insight into how beneficial these systems are for the users, the citizens, and also for local authorities. Let's look at an internal section of this report first and how it's benefited the local authorities. Over 88% of all new orders, all new purchases, and all new membership buying were made online in the first. This has steadily increased to over 93% whilst new releases have occurred. That's an impressive growth in the numbers of users accessing social services within the local authority. The next one is 68% reduction in calls, and there's been a consistent reduction of that, greatly releasing pressure on county council officers and staff to allow them to be able to deal with more pressing issues during this current period rather than the usual administrative tasks that they would have had to do before the scheduling solution. The next one here is a 50% reduction in administrative tasks, and that is still rising. That's an amazing reduction in the amount of paperwork and so on and so forth that those officers used to have to do. Customers can now access and update their information in real time and independently via their BookingLive My account. That My account allows them to be able to change bookings, to be able to cancel them, to be able to upload documentation and make additional payments as and when are needed, preventing them from having to contact, email, phone, send letters, arrive at the local authority itself to make those changes. They've also seen a 67% increase in council memberships across their different types of memberships that they offer. And that's a consistent growth that they've seen happen and continuing to increase, which is really encouraging to see that more users and more citizens are interacting with the local authority and getting access to those really important solutions and services. They've seen on average a 29-hour reduction in county council advisor resources needed. And that's a substantial cost saving for the taxpayer, but also allows the organisation to become far more efficient in their administrative tasks and in their staff's tasks as well. They've seen a robust and complete database of members and users that are accessing their services, which gives them real-time analysis that enables them to improve those services and to make sure that when the services occur, they're more aligned with the needs of the users that are going to be attending them. They've seen a reduction in the potential for error. The human error, of course, is now taken out of that equation, as they simply have to fill in a set number of boxes, click, choose, drop down, so on and so forth, that eliminates those errors. There's been cost savings across the local authority, and that also extends to the customer and to the user using these services on things like stationery, postage, having to get buses into town, having to stand in queues and move around and actually travel. Let's just take one example here. In the summer program, one customer, for instance, booked 28 separate activities in one transaction, in one booking experience, out of hours, in around 30 minutes. Now, that may seem like a long time, but it's known that previously, if they didn't have an online scheduling solution, that would have taken an officer at the county council an entire day, several contracts across multiple different contact types with that customer to achieve that. That's an incredible reduction from 8 hours of work all the way down to 30 minutes. Now I'm going to have a quick look at the customer survey that we've had come back in from those users. How did they actually feel using the system? 85% of them were satisfied or very satisfied with the new process in place. And in fact, on the other question, no one was dissatisfied at all across all of these. 91% of those that answered were satisfied or very satisfied with the ease of the booking, and 88% rated the service good and above across the board. The web team have also obviously seen a 104% increase in relevant web page hits, which means that people are actually using it. They're going to the right web pages, they're then going through the booking experience and then accessing local authority services in a more efficient manner. If you have a team, if you have a department, or if you have a colleague that maybe has a department that you think could benefit from hearing this sort of information, click the link above and we have a webinar happening on Tuesday and Thursday at 12:30 to 1:30 UK time. We will be showing you live examples of this sort of stuff. We'll actually be taking you from the back end all the way through to the local authority user experience and the citizen user experience as well, so you guys can get a full understanding of how these things are working, what the experience is like, and then also what the benefits are going to be for your organization. Click the link above and we really look forward to supporting you with your digital transformation, specific small and niche products and projects that you need to automate, and hopefully helping you to be able to get your local authority, get your local constituents through this COVID-19 phase and into the recovery phase, and then moving forward as well. Okay, thanks. Bye.